In this program, we're going to attempt to kind of bring together what all the other programs have been talking about, as well as add a few little miscellaneous ideas that have come up that might help you also. Now, a couple of things you might want to add on your website, even though it's not really business as far as you're concerned, but Google owns Picasa, which is an online site for storing photographs. Now, since it's a Google-owned site, Google, again, may have greater possibilities of noticing your site if you have their products on your website. So what we did is kind of label it away from the office. So these are things, if you go on a fishing trip or a vacation or whatever, you can put a few photographs up. The main thing is to have the URL posted on your website. Now, the same thought process goes with Flickr, which is owned by Yahoo. Post some photographs of whatever you want. It can be photos of your business if you want to, but the idea is to have the Flickr URL logo on your website so that the search engines will have a greater tendency to notice you. Another Google product is Knoll. It's a publishing product where you upload stories or business stories or fiction. It makes no difference, but the idea is if you're in a business environment, if you had written an article for some magazine that you still have the copyright to, you can upload it to Knoll and then put the Knoll link on your website. Again, you're showing another Google URL, which hopefully will help Google notice your website also. If you want to have a newsletter, that's another product that is good for notifying people that are on your prospect list or client list of things that are going on. It can be specials. You can have information or combination of sales items like specials and information, care products, whatever. And then also within that newsletter, and keep it short, within that newsletter you would have links to your other websites, be it your Facebook or other products. Now, if you do your blogs and you have a blog for some update in your industry, then you go back when you get ready to do your newsletter, take the first sentence, 2 sentences off of that blog that's talking about some recent news item, put it under an article in the newsletter, and then have a link to the rest of the article so that you've actually not having to write a whole lot for your newsletter, but your blog has already done it for you, so you're not duplicating efforts there. Something that we came across that has been kind of interesting is called Google Alerts, and it's basically a product to monitor the web and what's going on out there. So if you go into Google Alerts, register, and then put in some keywords, when those keywords show up, you will find out what's going on. You can go in and put a competitor's name in there, and you can see what your competitor's doing on the Internet. You can put in a happening that might generate a lead for you, same type of thing. So it's really a cool way to monitor what's going on in your industry. On your email account, you should have links in there to your signature. You have a template signature. You can go in and put in the links for whatever you want, be it your Twitter, Facebook. I think we have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and WordPress and Brainshark. So we have quite a few in there, and they're just sitting there. And then we also have a button to get quotes for health insurance. On your website, you basically want to include all your links. And what I did here is I put down things that Google owns, like YouTube, Google Plus, Google Maps, Picasa, Knoll, and then same thing for Yahoo, just to give you an idea of what it all comes to when you start cross-linking these things.